I probably should really care about the fact that I haven't done my bed in the past video and I still didn't do it for this video, but I promise it's a whole different day. Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. How are you doing? If you've never seen my face before, my name is Luna and I do a lot of things to my hair. So today's video is going to be kind of exciting for me. I don't know about you. I know that you guys enjoy watching my hair videos because they're probably one of my most watched videos. Thank you, honestly, because you guys enjoy when I comb my hair, and honestly I live for that. So I'm here to give you an update of my hair. Shaving my head and posting the video was one of the most uplifting because I knew that sharing that will help a lot of you guys if you wanted to shave your head. And after I posted that video, I actually got a couple of questions that I was trying to respond on a monthly hair update video, but clearly 2 years later that never happened. If you have never seen that video before, you don't know what I'm talking about, go ahead and watch it if you want to first, and then you can come back to this video. I'll link it somewhere below probably. This video will be an update on my hair and the experience that I had gone through. It's been exactly 2 years. Well, it was my 2-year anniversary of shaving my head on the 27th, I believe, on the 28th. And I was trying to film it then, but I got busy with schoolwork and it didn't happen. So 2 years ago, I decided to shave my head. If you want to know why, I would recommend you to watch the video. I don't want to get into that for this video. This video is a whole different subject. I think the first months of shaving my head, between the first and the second month, were completely okay and were completely amazing. I'm not gonna lie. There was no problem or anything to worry about. I didn't have to do my hair. Waking up in the morning will save me so much time, especially as a person that really takes a long time getting ready. That saved me so much time. Now, when you start to reach the 3rd and 4th month, that's when your hair is gonna start growing out, especially on the top part is going to be getting a little bit longer. It depends on you. For me, it was completely different because at some point when I was getting that awkward length where the bottom of my hair was growing faster than the top of my head, I decided to get a little undercut, which I'll put a picture of that right here. I decided to get a little undercut just because I wanted to get a haircut. I was kind of tired of how the outgrowing process was going, which I think it had to do a lot with how my hair length is at right now, because I feel like it could have been longer, but I kept cutting it at some point. So that was the first haircut that I did, and I think I didn't cut my hair until a while from that. I think from that I let my hair grow, and it grew perfectly fine. You know, I had those awkward stages where I didn't want to get out of my house, but something that really helped me out, at least personally helped me out, is that I know how to braid my hair. So when my hair was finally long enough to braid, I will braid it most of the time, or I will wear hoodies or something that could protect my hair. It's not that I was ashamed of it, but it just didn't look right, and it wasn't something that I wanted to have out, mostly because I personally don't like having my hair on my face, which is crazy because I have bangs at the moment and they're not on my face for a freaking reason. I always regret doing them, but that's a whole nother point. Growing your hair out is probably one of the main reasons why people are so afraid to shave their head, because they know, and you know as a human being, that growing your hair out is going to be probably a mess, and it's going to be annoying, and it's going to take a long time. And I'm going to answer those questions for you. It's going to get annoying, and yes, you're gonna want to shave your head all over again because you're annoyed and you don't like how it looks. And 3, yes, it will take a long time, but once again, it's going to depend on you and how your body works. If you know that your hair grows fast, you might be lucky enough and your hair might grow fast and you might have no problem. If you know that you're a person like me and your hair can grow really slow, you can always take vitamins, so you can look for a lot of ways to make your hair grow faster. I know there is that horse shampoo that they sell around that say that it works for your hair to grow longer. I honestly never did any of those things. It's going to be a little bit crazy because actually when my hair was growing out, I didn't really realize how much it was growing unless I paid attention to it, because one of the worst mistakes that you can do and you can make is paying attention on how long it's taking your hair to grow. If you're just focusing on counting how many inches your hair is growing by month, you're going to lose your mind. You're going to go insane. So I would say if you're thinking about shaving your hair and you're worried about the process of growing your hair out, I would say please don't focus on that because you're going to lose your mind. This is my hair 2 years after. I went to get a haircut probably around 6 months ago, 7 months ago. I went to get a haircut and my hair was probably around here. I went to get a haircut because at the moment I'm growing out my sides. They're really long now, actually. I don't really remember exactly when I went to get that last haircut, but if I have a picture, I'll put a picture right here and I'll put exact date. So this is the work of that. They're getting pretty long. I think the bottom ones are longer, of course, because my bottom hair always grows faster. So those are almost touching my shoulders now. Still waiting for this. Once they grow out, I do want to get a lower fade because that's what I wanted from the beginning, but with the barber that I went, he didn't understand what I wanted and he went up too high. I was trying to grow my hair out, but I was trying to grow my whole hair out because my hair was just damaged, and I was just like, let me get rid of all of my hair and then I'll grow everything out. If you're trying to do that and shave your head for the purpose that your hair is unhealthy and you're trying to grow it out so you can have healthy hair, please stick to it. Don't do what I did, because I ended up bleaching my hair probably like 2 months after I shaved my head, or probably a month after, because I just love dyeing my hair. I made that mistake a lot of times, but you know, I feel like dyeing my hair is just a part of me, and it's something that I really enjoy doing, and it's something that I'll probably never stop doing. But I'm saying, if you're trying to shave your head for those purposes, please avoid chemicals, because it will, of course, 100% make the process slower of your hair growth. I've realized that since I started bleaching my head when I was still with really short hair, and I ended up bleaching my roots when I had really short hair, it probably was one of the reasons why it made the whole growing process really slow for me. And it was awful because it was almost a year in since I had shaved my head, and I noticed that my hair growth wasn't as much as it was supposed to be. So that really did have a lot to do with it. Or I feel like if you're gonna do it, please make sure that you're taking care of your hair, because even though I kind of was taking care of my hair when I was bleaching it, I still feel like it wasn't enough. You're not only supposed to take care of your hair once you have bleach, you have to keep the process of taking care of your hair right after, while you still have that whole chemical in when you have hair like this. I'm not going to lie, shaving my head was probably one of the best experiences I've had in my life, but I don't think I'll do it again. And the only reason when I'm answering that question is because I asked you guys yesterday on Instagram to send me any questions that you had. I asked you if you wanted to know the process of growing my hair out and how it was, and I'm gonna give you the pros and the cons in a little bit. But I asked you guys to ask me questions, and there was this question that stood out. And honestly, my own experience is no. Just because before I shaved my head, I already had really short hair years back. I'll put another picture. I've had short hair since I was probably 16 years old. That's been 4 years ago. I am 20 years old now. I am completely really curious about how I would look with really long hair. I never really had long hair back then. I think the longest that I had was like right here. It wasn't never that long, and I really want to grow out my hair up to my ass. I know that sounds crazy, but I really want to have long hair. So no, I won't probably ever again anytime soon. I cannot speak on the future, but I know that anytime soon I'm not planning on shaving my head ever again. Now that's my input of me growing my hair. I don't think I'm forgetting anything. Honestly, as a whole experience for me, shaving my head was just beautiful, and it was amazing. I do not regret it at all, even though I was super impatient, even though I wanted to cry most of the times and I wanted to shave my head so many times at the end. But I do not regret it, just simply for the fact that it gave me a whole new confidence that I never had before. You know, like, shaving your head is exposing yourself, because I've noticed that as girls, we have to have pretty hair and long hair and like respectable hair. Like, the hair color is really important. And I don't know for you, but that's in my Mexican household. hair is really important for everybody. I wanted to shave one of my sides since I was like in 8th grade, and just it was a whole no for my mom. My family will have freaked out. So when I shaved my head, I kind of just wanted to do it to just like put it out there that people, and especially girls, don't need to have long hair to be considered feminine and to be considered girly and to be considered a woman, you know? Like, you can have shaved head and be a woman and be as much as you. I kind of wanted to do it for myself too, that shaving my head and having no hair doesn't make you less of a woman, but it definitely puts you out there. It puts you out your comfort zone because you are exposed all the time. For me, I'm a person that I like to have my hair all the time like this. If not, I have it up, but just because of work or just because I'm working out. But usually most of the time my hair was always down before I shaved it. So now I think since I cut it my hair really short in 2014, it has given me the confidence, and it has given me so much character, and like I can look at my face now and appreciate all of my features. Yeah, there might be things that I still don't like, but that's a part of life. We're humans and we're not always going to be completely happy with how we look. So I kind of have more cons than pros, but some of them fall kind of in the middle. So I'm just gonna give them to you. You can take them how those would apply to you and how would you feel, but this were how they apply to me, and you might feel a different way, but this is how what I thought were my pros and my cons of shaving my head. So I'm going to start with my pros because they're kind of less, and they're kind of like, I think that's what you want to hear more, and then I'll get to the cons because I want to get a little bit more into detail of why they're cons. You know, they could be easily not be, but once again, I have issues. One of the pros that I have, which you already know what it is, you already know if you have hair, if you have kind of long hair, or just if you have hair, you know how much it takes to take care of your hair. So one of the things that I first noticed when I shave my head, and one of the best pros that you can ever find, is that you save so much time, especially if you're going to school and you wake up really early to get your hair done. You're not gonna have to worry about that. It's gonna save you so much time. I would sleep until I had to like really get up and change and leave. You don't understand how much sleep I got to get thanks to me not having any hair and to not be worried about it. So this is another one that I kind of already talked about. Your hair is going to be healthier and you're going to love it if you don't do the mistakes that I did. So that's pro number 2, is that your hair is going to be growing out all over again. It's going to be virgin hair. It's going to be non-damaged hair. You know, it's going to be the good. And number 3, which I think it comes also with the number 1, is that since you're not going to have a lot of hair to wash or anything for the first couple of months, you're not going to waste a lot of money on buying shampoo and conditioner. I think when I had no hair, a good bottle of shampoo and conditioner from the regular size, it would last me until probably when my hair started getting longer. So you won't have to spend that much money on hair product stuff. I still recommend you to take care of your hair and buy some oils to keep it, you know, growing strong and healthy, and take your vitamins, please, because that actually has a lot to do with your hair growth, believe it or not. I don't know which ones because I never took any, but I'm saying, you know, if you really want that whole process to be good, do your whole research and, you know, really take care of your hair, because our hair is important, you know. Don't be a me. There is this one pro that I'm gonna tell you that you can take either way you want, but I'm telling you this and I mean it from the bottom of my heart, and you can ask anybody that has shaved their head before. Shaving your head will completely make you feel like a whole new person. A lot of people decide to shave their head just to have a new beginning, which is another of the reasons why I wanted to do it. And I can even lie to you, after I seen all of my hair on the floor when she was shaving it, and I just felt like a whole lot of weight was just lifted off my shoulders. I don't know how, and I'm not gonna lie, it was a little bit weird looking at myself in the mirror at first, because once again, all of my features were so exposed and there were so many things that I didn't like about my face. And I remember for the first time being so uncovered and so naked somehow in front of my mirror. It was just weird to me, and it took me a minute, and it will help you build up your confidence, and it will help you let go of things in an easier manner, because how I said, in a girl's perspective, your hair is supposed to be so important, and you're supposed to really take care of it, and you're supposed to be presentable, because your hair really will determine it if you're a person that knows how to take care of themselves or not. And for me, I promise you, I take care of myself as much as I want to, but do not judge me by my hair, because 99% of the time I do not give a crap about my hair. I'm going to move to the cons that are not really cons, but it really depends how you want to take them. The first con that I have is that you shave your hair, you're going to get a lot of attention, and it can be either good or it can be either one of those group of people that ask a stupid question. You will get a lot from that. And honestly, I don't think I ever got so much attention just before I shaved my head. I would walk down the street and everybody would look at me. I think some people, the first thing that they think is that either you were sick or you're sick or something happened, especially when there's people that actually shave their head like completely, like bald spot, moonshine type of bald. That's what they think. Especially my hair was a little grown out when I did it. I think I did it with the clip number 1 or the number 2. I do not remember. So this one, I kind of already answered for it. You will get asked why a bunch of fucking times. It's going to get tiring at some point, and especially if you do what I did and you don't tell nobody, you just kind of go and do it. A lot of people are going to be surprised, and they're going to think that you're having a mid-crisis. I was, but it wasn't that deep. Just be prepared, you're going to get a lot of questions. This one that I'm going to put here, you're going to look at me and be like, you just told me that you didn't regret it, that you don't regret this. But I promise you this, at some point during the growing out process, you will regret shaving your head. There will be times that you will think, why the fuck did I do this? Why did I have to do this to myself? I promise you, at least once this is going to happen to you. And I only put it as a con because I annoy myself personally with that, and I knew that that was going to happen, and I knew that I was going to regret it, and I still did it. So it's a con for me because it was annoying and I was impatient. So this one that I wrote down, I kind of laugh at it, but you will not think of the wind until you shave your head, until you feel that really cold wind in the back of your neck. That's when you're gonna notice, oh, I'm bald. Like, if you're trying to shave your head, please don't do it in the winter time. And if you do, please make sure you buy like 6 beanies ahead of time before you shave your head, because you're gonna need them, homegirl. You're going to need beanies, because I remember when I shaved my head, I did it in January, and around the time when I actually shaved my whole head, for some reason that year it was really cold around this time. Right now it's starting to feel a little warm, but 2 years ago when I shaved my head, for some freaking reason it wanted to be cold as heck, and I was freezing my head off. Literally, I was freezing. Really try to shave your head according to the weather, and really think about what you're gonna get yourself into, because I wasn't ready. I really was not ready. And I'm going to be really honest about this. I'm not even bullshitting you. I didn't care. I feel like I reached a point in my life where I feel like I was doing so much for other people that I kind of needed to do that for myself. I was nervous just about the fact that I didn't know how my features were going to look. I think during that whole process, what made me more nervous is how I was going to feel about myself, how I was going to like my face being so exposed to myself. It's not even me being exposed to the world, it was me exposing that to myself. Because at the time when I shaved my head, I was going through a battle between myself of me kind of accepting beauty within myself, because I feel like one of the things that I do a lot is like I compare myself a lot to other people, and I'm like, whoa, they look like this, why don't I look like that? And I feel like shaving my head made me realize that everybody's different. Everybody has their own different features, and everybody likes different things. So it definitely helped me not put myself into that box of criticism, into that box of where I fit. I think it made me realize that I am my own person, and that I am my own style, and that I should really appreciate that. Because for a really long time, I will wonder, why am I not liking this style that is coming out? You know, like when trends come out and like a lot of people follow them, and like I don't know, there's just so many things that I don't follow and that I don't find necessary in my life, and at some point a long time ago that will affect me a lot, because I wanted to fit in and I wanted to be part of those cool kids, and I wanted to have the attention for the wrong reasons. And I think after I shaved my head, it made me realize that the whole mentality that I had, it was wrong. It really helped me have a whole different perspective of who I am and who I should be for myself. I think I was really afraid of not being attractive enough. It definitely did make me sad for a little bit, because I just wouldn't understand why I wasn't happy with the way that I looked, but those were my own issues, you know? So there is always a fear, because you don't know if you're going to like yourself the way that you're going to look, because that's literally something we don't know. We're always so afraid of the unknown. But there's only one way to find out, and it's if you go ahead and do it.